Part two. uh, I forgot a little bit there. Don't know if you noticed. I just put it in a bit of yellow. We can get to that later. Right, the hills now. Now this hill is the furthest one away, so that's going to be the lightest in 30. Let's see how that is. That's fine, right? So obviously it's a thinner paint, blue paint. And all we do, follow it down, leave a bit of white above that wall if you can. You can always shorten it, and here between the gate, a bit of the blue in there, right? Wash your brush out, and just with a damp brush, just as we done with the sky, but using a damp brush, just lift some marks out so it doesn't look flat, if you know what I mean. That'll do. That'll do for us. Right. Now this mountain, this hill over this side is a little bit darker. So obviously a bit more paint to that mixture you've just done. Right. Let's test that. Yeah, that's fine. And we throw some in here. So you don't have to follow the drawing spot on, don't worry about it. We'll be tidying up. The last video will be about the tidying up bit, right? Let's just there's a little bit there between the chimneys. And then we run down and across into that one. So this cottage is pretty dark, so if you get any paint on it, don't worry about it. Oh, sorry about that. Right, damp brush again. Sometimes if you're a bit late, you can see there it's not coming off. Just give it a bit of a scrub. It's amazing how fast this can dry, I tell you. I'll tell you what we'll do, just to give it a bit of interest here, we'll drop a little bit of green in. And then sort of, with a damp brush, sort of move it around a bit. Right, we'll leave that side. I'll tell you, no, we'll leave that. Right, now here, this little one here, that's drying very fast, so this little hill in the front here, we'll do that in a nice green colour. Go round the path in the distance. Leave a bit of white above the wall if you can. Now we just put a little bit of colour in there. so it's not like all green. If you get it in while it's still damp, you're alright. Right, so that's them hills done. I'm not messing about with them. Right, now I'm going into some Payne's Grey, which it's not a black, obvious, it's called Payne's Grey. Right, it's a dark grey. It's got a bit of water on it there. And where the wall is, do like pointy up, pointy up, pointy up strokes, if you know what I mean. And pointy down strokes into that grass. Right. Now this is behind the cottage, right? So we'll go just a little bit heavier in places on this. That means just more paint. Right, and you can see we're doing the same things what we've done before. We're blocking in. That's all we're doing. Right, you can even do it this way, straight down like that, and then at the top here just do little flicks. Right, we come over to this side. This wall drops down over the edge of this road or path or whatever. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Just dabbing. That's all. Little bit dark pieces here, there, and so you're getting like a two-tone, a greyish two-tone. Right. We're up to here now. The same process, just dabs. Now that's a little bit on the wet side, but we're going in with a bit of darker paint, so we'll probably get away with that. Yeah, there you go. Now, if you want to put a few more dabs in when it's starting to dry, remember the dabs will be tinier as they get away. You don't have to do this because we'll be scribbling on it in a bit. Right, that's it. What time have we got here? I can't bloody see. Anyway, that's it for part 2. Part 3. No, I'll tell you what. No, we've finished part 2, eh? Now you can use a pointy brush. If I've got one there. You can use like the rigger brush, rigger style brush, or use a flat brush, well, just been using, right? On the top of these walls, they have things called, what are they called? sheep poles or something, and it's to stop the sheep from jumping over them, apparently. I have seen them, but I never knew what they was. Right, you can do them different angles. But remember, the further you get away, the closer and the smaller they'll get. Right? All you're doing is an indication. Right? So if it doesn't look right, it probably is. All I'm doing is touching very gently. You can clean underneath up in a bit, up whatever like that. You just maybe want to be a little bit more prominent. That'll do, won't it? Yeah? You're happy with that? Right, I think that's it. Oh no, it isn't. Well, we're at it. Here, right, we've got a gate here, so same principle. Just use the edge of the brush 3 lines across. There's the gate, right? So that's it. Right, that's part 2 finished. Part 3, we'll finish the wall off, start a bit on the house and the bungalow and then the grasses and that. Okay, thanks for watching, catch you in part 3.